It's June 24th, 2022, and the New York Yankees are on top of the world. They are by far the best and most dominant team in baseball, and it's not really that much of a debate, with it getting to the point where Major League Baseball decided to tweet this out, bringing up the fact that the Yankees were at a 120-win pace, asking if they have a shot at getting to or surpassing the 116-win record set by the 1916 Chicago Cubs and 2001 Seattle Mariners. The fact of the matter is, at the time of this tweet, it wasn't a joke. It was a genuine question to be asked, because the Yankees were just unstoppable. Since then, they have gone 27-35. To put things lightly, they've been falling apart, and a division lead that was once as high as 15.5 games has dwindled down to 5. It's been a struggle. After a terrible record of 10-18 in the month of August, the Yankees went down to St. Pete to kick off September against the Rays, and the Rays absolutely demolished them. It was a bloodbath. The scoring began in the 4th inning when David Peralta ripped one up the middle to make it 1-0. Skip ahead to the 7th, and that 1-0 lead turned into a 3-0 advantage after a 2-run bomb by Christian Bethancourt. A single by Yu Chang, a bases-loaded walk by Taylor Walls, another one by Yandy Diaz, and then a single by Manuel Margot later, the Rays were up 9-0, a score that would hold up and end up being the final. As much of a one-sided game as it was, it didn't go without a little bit of chirping from both sides. Rays pitcher Jeffrey Springs, who started the game, had a little exchange with Josh Donaldson after coming off of the mound, who was chirping him from the dugout. Now, here's the issue with that on Donaldson's end. He's been really bad. In 2022, Josh Donaldson is hitting .220 with a .684 OPS, connecting for only 12 home runs. He just hasn't been good, so for him to presumably taunt someone like Springs, who had gotten him to strike out, pop up, and ground out in that game, just seems strange. After the game, Springs was asked about the little exchange of words the two had, and he played dumb in an amusing way, claiming that Donaldson was asking him about Florida, to which he responded that he really likes it here. Springs is obviously the winner in this situation. I mean, he literally helped his team win and got the win. Meanwhile, Donaldson hasn't hit all year, including in this game. Just a weird look for him. But that was not all. September 2nd happened to be Christian Bethancourt's 31st birthday, and it was a good one. To state the obvious, his team won, and he went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a home run. But to add on to all of that, Bethancourt's wife and 2 kids were in attendance, making the trip from all the way in Panama to see him. As for the man he took deep in the 7th for 2 runs, Domingo Germán, he could not care less. In fact, he went on to call out Bethancourt's skill after the game. When asked about his start in facing the Rays lineup that night, Germán said this through an interpreter, quote, "I've got to say, in that lineup, I let that one guy beat me. I don't want to take credit from him, but I think he's the worst hitter in the lineup." Ouch, that's tough. Not that Bethancourt probably cares, as all he really has to do is just show Germán the home run he hit off of him, but wow. Nothing crazy has happened as of yet, of course, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Yankees and Rays got into a little more serious kind of scuffle in the coming days and weeks. The Rays have creeped up on them in the standings, Donaldson is chirping their pitchers, and Domingo Germán is publicly calling one of the Rays hitters trash. It's very real of a possibility that the Yankees are starting to feel the pressure, and these little instances could be examples of that. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how this division race that was once thought to be extinct ends up. The Rays have a legit shot. Will the Yankees end up choking the division? We'll see. But if they want to avoid doing such a thing, they should probably start focusing more on playing better rather than trying to insult the opposition. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.